visas that allow companies to hire foreign workers for a minimal, or used to be a minimal fee, that have specialty skill sets that they couldn't potentially get in the United States. Now that fee is going to be, for an application waiver, $100,000. Now this is an enormous increase in what these applications are going to cost for these employers. So there's two things going on here. One, we had heard from a number of employers who said it was growing increasingly hard to actually get these h1b visas. This likely will make it harder. But two, you see the administration here trying to do two things. One of them is get companies to essentially say that the person that they're hiring is so good and so unique, they could not be found in the United States, and they're willing to pay $100,000 for that person to come into the country. The other thing to keep in mind here is the companies that generally use these h1b visas, they're likely to be able to pay that kind of fee. It's usually tech companies or computer companies who have said that they need this kind of foreign skill set that is not necessarily something they can find in a U.S. job pool.
The whole idea is no more will these big tech companies or other big companies train foreign workers. They have to pay the government $100,000, then they have to pay the employee. So it's just not economic. If you're going to train somebody, you're going to train one of the recent graduates from one of the great universities across our land. Train Americans, stop bringing in people to take our jobs. That's the policy here. $100,000 a year for h1b visas, and all of the big companies are on board.
Now, when it comes to this gold card program, this is something that President Trump has talked about before. So again, essentially an expedited visa process for those who are willing to, quote, invest in America, $1 million. And some of the thinking behind this from administration officials is this idea that if you're willing to put that much into the United States, you're going to grow roots here, you might build a company here, you might then hire and create new jobs here if you are putting that kind of investment into the United States. Of course, though, as we hear from these administration officials saying that it's only going to bring the top of the top into the country, it's also clearly only going to bring those who can afford it, so the wealthiest foreign workers into the country.
Kristen Holmes, thanks very much.